All right. Good morning. Today is Monday, April 15th, 2019. Tax day here in the United States. Uh, if you haven't done your taxes, you might want to. Although you know they've already changed the tax code to the point that you might not get back as much money as you expect. In fact, you already are assuredly not going to get back as much money as you expect because people are being impacted, and I know it from not just people in the news talking about it, but people who are my friends who are being impacted by this. And it's quite interesting. And at the same time, they're poised to tinker with it again. And there are certain millionaire people who benefited from tax, Trump's overhaul of the tax code, and say, we aren't paying enough and other people are getting hit too hard. And even though we've invested in more infrastructure, more jobs, and actually giving people raises and stuff, not everybody's doing that. So, surprise, surprise, surprise. Why is Trump in the White House? Did you vote him in? Or did my father give you a choice, knowing that you would choose that demon over Hillary, who you demonized too? I told you I would teach you. He wants me to start teaching you now because this is Holy Week. For I've already arrived. Counter to your beliefs or what you think. Doreen's sitting out there still looking for Christ. And the rest of you have asked, is he coming back? Joseph Tittle asked that question. Surprise! But not. Because, see, some of you are still skeptical, especially the ones who I grew up with and went to school with. Now, Jesus taught that in the Bible, that it's difficult for a righteous man to go back to where he grew up because people think they know him oh so well. Oh, yeah, you do. Just like you know me, don't think I don't know you. So, no, don't play no games with me. And don't sit there and think like now we're friends, because we're not. When I asked you for age, you were not there. In fact, Amelia upbraided me because she already knew she was poised to be caught up in a straight up lie. I told her I could not get to where she was. She wanted to see me. No, she never made that happen. But she's a good Christian woman. Darnell wants me to apologize to him. That drug-addicted Adelaide brain motherfucker who has stolen so much money from so many people and trafficked in drugs and all kind of shit, and at the same time had people calling my house without him even knowing that they did it, wanting to know if I knew him because he stiffed them out of some money, and that Peter Sanchez wants to defend that piece of shit to me and said that he was so scared. Oh, yeah, see, what you don't want is me as your enemy. And I ain't your enemy. I'm just not your friend. So what's the difference? You're going to find out. Let me respond to this. I have him a rent. Well, to make sure. He said, you ain't going out on the street. So, what props to my friend and Miss Maggie to make sure I have a roof on my head one more time, because I told you my father is not trying to use his soldiers like that. He wants to bless them. I want to see them blessed. They are now on lockdown in terms of their blessing. Miss Maggie said, I was going to send you some money anyway, but I'm going to send it to you now. She secured a whole lot of souls. You might want to thank that woman for her righteous service. And my other friend, well, you might want to thank him too, because he covered a whole lot of people too. Now, where we at? Revelations. She's going to be texting me back in a minute, letting me know when she's coming. So I have to be on my P's and Q's for that. So what am I doing? Working on my breakfast and talking to you. And tired. So tired. Thanks to Miss Maggie. Well, I'm not even, I wasn't stressing anyway. My father, he read me the riot act yesterday. He said everything is in place. He penned a new tale. It's called What You Don't Understand What's Coming Out of Revelations. And I'm going to explain it to you. Because see, Revelations is based upon a dream. Imparted to St. John Divine that he wrote down verbatim. That was imparted to him from Christ. From the ethers. Now, I knew back in Pittsburgh that I was supposed to decode Revelations because he told me as much. That's why when the was talking about we can help you decode the dream. No, you ain't gonna help me decode anything. And I know how many theories are out there as to what the various things in the dream mean. But see, only I know what my dreams mean. Because I worked them out through my father. Just like he taught me how to read the Tarot and all that other shit. All the stuff that you take for granted the spirit done taught you. But I'm talking about who's spirit. Because you think all spirit is him. No. He's got his own mind, his own consciousness, and more. You think he's unconditionally loving. No, that's some bullshit. That's what you come up with. Because you're supposed to be created in his image, and you know damn well you are not unconditionally loving, and you know it, you practice it, you preach it, you teach it at every station, and then you want to turn around and tell me that you now emulate God, much less his Christ. You say, I cannot survey you, and I cannot condemn you, and I cannot judge you. Oh, bitch, you've been judging people left and right for how many thousands of years? And that even predates Christ. How much time you have spent judging one another. Your various achievements and accomplishments, and your various modalities and spiritualities and religions and more, paganism and whatever you want to call it, and then at the same time you tell me I am a goddamn stupid piece of shit, then I'm deserving of bondage and servitude unto you. Oh yeah, I did say goddamn. Because see, you want to sit there and say that my father has damned me. No, he has not damned me. My Father has resurrected me, and he has freed me from your tyranny. You know, love and light. Oh, you love and light pieces of shit. She said, ooh, okay. So I guess you're coming. Sherry say what time? I told her to come anytime you want. I got the money. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess it went. I hope it did. She said I'll be there in 20 minutes or less. Okay, that's good. I guess she's happy. Because the thing is, normally she probably has a hard time collecting money from people. And I have a hard time not being able to pay what I need to pay. My father knows this about me. I'm not somebody who does not take, or who takes responsibility lightly. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm supposed to do it. And if I forgot, then I'm going to make it up to you. I mean, if I forgot, I obviously forgot. Not everybody can say that. Some of you just lie through your teeth. And you know it. Okay, so now, Revelations. I have to read from this Gideon Bible so you can get the gist of it. I think it's Revelations 13. Give me a second. Let me put this phone down for a second. Okay, we're reading just this first little bit. I'll teach you in pieces because see, y'all got pea brains, meaning that you don't. You say that I'm too wordy, too much verbiage when I write or even when I speak. To the fact that your head starts to explode. Well, that means that you did not do your mental exercises in terms of learning. Otherwise, you could sit there for a lot longer, and I wouldn't have to give it to you piecemeal. I know what it's like to have too much information being thrown at you at one time. But at the same time, I also know that if you're going to call yourself a student who's ready to ascend, your ass had better know your material. Chapter 13. And I saw a beast coming up out of the sea with 10 horns and 7 heads, and with 10 diadems on his horns, and a blasphemous name upon his head. The beast I saw resembled a leopard, and its feet were like those of a bear, and its mouth like that of a lion. Now, the beast coming out of the sea is pretty much you. Case closed. You're looking for this creature that is unrecognizable, and that would be you. Because you've been sticking your head in the ethers, which is pretty much tantamount to the sea, because intuition is hard to water. And you're sitting there sticking your nose in places you ain't got no business. You know what happens when you stay in the water too long? Your skin gets all wrinkly and you're unrecognizable. Or if you die in the water and your body's just in there and then they pull it out, it's just a pustule piece of shit. That's you. That's the beast. You came out of the sea with 10 horns, meaning that you thought, because 10 horns, you're blowing your own trumpet. Because see, 10 is the number of manifestation. It's also the number of a plan. Your plan. You know, what you think that you have done to succeed. Now, if you don't believe that, why is it the 10 of Pentacles? Why is it 10 of Wands? Why is it the 10 of Swords? Why is it the 10 of Cups? I mean, they all represent a completion of a cycle, and that's where you're at. You actually think you have mastered something, and you're blowing your own horn. Nobody wants to hear that shit. And you put all your various diaphragms on there, you know, the diadems on his horns. I mean, that's basically your mark. That's what you say you have achieved. You don't need me to explain this shit to you. You should understand it. And a blasphemous name upon his heads, which means your ideology that goes against God. Oh, you say I'm spiritual, but I still believe in God because God is unconditional loving. That is a bold-faced lie. You damn well know it. You cannot pray to God for justice and then at the same time say he's unconditional loving of everything that you do, and at the same time realize that you yourself are not unconditional loving of anything. You know damn well that you have problems, even in your own families. What is acceptable and what is not. Whether it be your femininity, your masculinity, your sexuality, your, political affiliation, your ideology as far as how the world should be run, or who should be in office, and all that shit. You're not unconditional loving of anything. If that were the case, then you would walk around here like automatons and not say shit. But you cannot do that, can ya? No, you can't do that. Because that would be too much like actually backing up that bold-faced lie that you tell all the time that God is unconditional loving. He's unconditional loving of your shit according to you, but nobody else's. You have to set them straight. And I say again, who died and elected you to such a lofty office, motherfucker? And I can call you motherfucker because what you did to this planet is you fucking your mother. Because it's planet provides nourishment to all, and you don't give a damn. You don't believe half of you in global warming. You put in pesticides everywhere. You taint the waters. You disrespect her at every turn, and at the same time you want to sit here and tell me that I am stupid and you have learned some shit and you bringing healing to this planet. You disease, pestilent pustules. That's all. You resembled a leopard. A leopard never changes its spots, and that is you. As soon as you got an opportunity to revert to type, you did. As you call yourself spiritual advisors and teachers, you are disgusting. And as people like those of a bear, always erecting boundaries, is that not what the bear represents in your sacred lore? Mother Russia, you ain't gonna change, and you ain't gonna stop doing what you do. You find it all dependable. And his mouth like that of a lion, a big old pussycat, that will maul, maim, eat you, and at the same time was used to throw righteous souls into the den to be so consumed, to test their mettle. Motherfuckers. The dragon invested him with his power. The dragon is nothing more than a glorified snake. What you like in Game of Thrones and more fire-breathing dragons, how fierce they are, but there's always somebody to slay them. So the lore goes, it's supposed to represent power. Colette Berry uses a dragon totem and her cards. You think I don't know what that woman does? You think I didn't study her shit? And then she teaches that shit to you? And y'all been taking those classes? And his throne, and his great authority. You see, the devil said, I will be God on earth. And this is what you think you now possess, this earth. The devil never owned the earth. The devil was cast down here. You were custodians to it, and now you think you rule over it. That's why you make war at every turn. Pay attention, people, and learn. One of his heads seemed faintly wounded. That means the motherfucker had died. Multiple times. You have died multiple times. You believe in reincarnation, do you not? Christ died and came back. He showed his wounds. So you knew it was him. What's up? Come on. Come on. Don't be stupid now. You better wake up. You say you know, you ready to ascend. Let's see how ready you are. His mortal wound was healed over, however, and the whole earth followed the beast in wonder. The beast, not Christ. The beast. Because see, the beast basically bamboozled you. That means all these little minions of the serpent will have his power. You know, the mediums, the psychics, animal communicators, these so-called Reiki healers and whatever kind of healers and modalities, whatever you want to call it, and more. You all subscribe to them and you all invest in money in them. And you're all tied to them, whether you like it or not. And Doreen thinks that she is actually out of this shit. No, she's still very much immersed in it. She's just tying herself up in another way. Hawk tying herself. Remember, I told you those pigs came to her. You think we playing a game. Oh no, we getting ready to fuck you in royal ways. They worship the dragon because he bestowed authority on the beast. That's your unconditionally loving God. Because all this chaos and stuff that you sit there and say it's all good, and that's what you signed up for, and you wanted to experience it, that's what he told you. God never told you that. God doesn't want you to experience anything like that. But the devil does. And you teach that shit. You write books about it. You say you sit in committee to decide how you can sit there and torment one another. How sick are you, puppy? Do you need to be put down, kitty? I think you are straight up lunatics, all of you. They also worship the beast, saying, "Who matches the beast and who is able to war against him?" He was also given a mouth to speak proud words to utter blasphemies, and he was granted the power to exercise authority for 42 months. Wow. If only it was that short. So he opened his mouth to utter blasphemies against God, to blaspheme his name and his abode and those who dwell in heaven. And he was allowed to make war against the saints and to conquer them. Did y'all not hear what I said about why we said we had to retire the saints? Because all these psychic people are utilizing anything and everything that is part of a religious ideology for their own selfish gains. You can call on this saint, you can call on this saint, you can call on Christ, you can call on this angel, you can call on this, you can call on that. Call. And they never get tired. Oh, please. And the authority was given him over every tribe and people and the language and the nation. All those who live on the earth, whose names are now recorded in the book of life of the Lamb that was slain from the foundation of the world, will worship him. See, my people aren't stupid. That's why I secured them. The rest of you, well, if you're on the bubble and whatnot, you're on the outside looking in. See if you can get your way back in. We let you out. We let you go. We gave you what you wanted. Because you asked for it. Because you were caught up in the wonder of the fucking beast. Whoever has an ear, let him hear. Whoever is to be led into captivity will be led into captivity. Whoever kills with the sword must be killed by the sword. In this way, the saints exercise their endurance and their faith. Now, I don't know how much you want me to go over with you, because this lady's getting ready to come up here and get this money, and I'm going to give it to her. I'm going to continue to make my breakfast. I just know that I will teach you, but I will teach you how fucked up you are. And pretty much you will decide if you are willing to lay down your sword. And that's not just basically your guns. It has to do with what you think you know. To try and make your way back into the house of the Lord, particularly if you're on the bubble. Some of you are so far gone, you ain't got to worry about it. You might as well just continue on down the path where you're going, and take your chances with that serpent. Because all he is wanting and hell bent on is your destruction. Because he knows he ain't coming back to heaven, ever. He thinks he's getting back in good with God, but at the same time, he also suspects. Because he knows. God is not a forgiving God, not like that. Not when you do some shit that you done done, like he did. You called him a bold-faced liar because you said that the word of God that was delivered to man is a lie. It was some man-made shit, but the shit that you know is the truth, and you got that from the Prince of Lies. So now, why would he trust you to come into the house of the Lord when you already done sided with the enemy? See, some actions are not forgivable, and some actions will not get you back in, no matter what you do, because we already know why you're doing it. You got stuck with your hand in the cookie jar, or caught with your hand in the cookie jar, because it was all about you. So I ain't worried about Oprah, because Oprah is a straight up lunatic. Because she said the very first book she ever read was the Bible. But apparently she didn't comprehend it. And I know she's got a book club, and she's always ruining somebody else's material. As her aha moment. That's why she's living her best life. She best get it here, because she ain't going to get it in eternity. And I mean that. I don't give a fuck if she gives away every avocado tree she ever grew. You understand me? I saw her empire burned to the ground, and her ass was back in Africa trying to make a connection again. And that's not player hating. That's what I saw. Because she took my blood, sweat, and tears and ran with it to build her empire, her own network. You know, her Super Soul Sunday. She's got a massive following. I thank her for that, because they ain't mine. See, if nothing else, what these psychics and witches and mediums do is expose you for who you are, because you subscribe to their teachings and their beliefs. Told you. Gotcha. Gotcha, playing a game. When is Christ coming back? Well, it's too late now to ask that question. You should have been asking yourself, am I ready for when Christ comes back? But now it's too late for that too. Yeah, I suggest you get to work. It may or may not benefit you, depending on where you are on the spectrum of what my Father has already analyzed your soul to be. I told you, this is tax day in the United States, and as far as we're concerned, Matthew's a tax collector, and all Christians are now due to pay their fair share. Some people have already paid enough, so they don't have to go through as much as some of you. But the rest of you, well, don't just assume because you're on my friends list or because the two people that God did anoint to secure something bought you that much. It's based upon your own individualized works. Now, does it necessarily have to do with anything you did for me? Yes and no. But it has to do with what you did for anybody else. And how you might have cut somebody else off. And at the same time, what you might put up with that you shouldn't. I'll leave you to think about that. Because God's judgment is clearly underway. Capisce? Oh, when I say God, I'm talking about my Father. It's supposed to be yours too. Understand that. He don't love all your shit. So you get ready. Capisce?